I edit all of his videos. Check me out. If I remember, I'll leave a link in the video. I edit, I film, and I upload for him. So basically, it should be Madison's Fish Life. Just kidding, I hate fish.
Okay, no, guys, it's Anthony's Fish Life, and today we are taking all these fish out of this tank. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I showed on setting up that smaller filter over there and doing all the rock. So go check out that video if you haven't seen it. But today we are taking all of these fish out, which is like 15 or 13 fish inside this tank. I'm going to be taking all of them out, and I'm going to be putting them in this plastic bag, this big plastic bag. I'm going to fill it up with water, and then I'm going to acclimate them and put them in this big tank. Of course, there's nothing in here right now, but I'm going to get some colorful plants. I might put this school in there and the barrel in there because these fish are used to it. So that's what I'm going to do. So without further ado, let's hop in to catching this fish because it's going to take a little. Now I'm ready.
All right, 3.
Okay, so I have my bag full of just a little bit of water. I want mostly air. So they're going to be acclimating until the temperature's right and everything else is right. But I'm just going to take my big old net that I got, and I'm going to try to get as many fish as possible in the net and then put them in the bag without, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come in here and hopefully get some fish in this big old net. Oh, there we go. We have 3 fish right here. We have our 2, what I call them is bloodline tetras, and our glow light Dianimo, our orange one. But I'm just gonna try to hold them in the water for as long as possible while we grab this bag. This is a big net, and I should not have used this big of a net, but. And actually, I'm gonna need my camera woman to help me, which is also my sister. Okay. So if she can hold this bag for me.
With one hand?
Yep, with one hand. This is not big
You
enough.
should probably get your smaller net.
I know, I will grab my smaller net.
Add more water. I don't know about fish.
I can't get them out.
Yeah, you used too big of a net.
There's one of them. Hold on.
No, don't kill them.
I'm not trying to. Oh god, fudge. I don't want my fish to die. Come on. Please get out of the net.
Put them back in here.
Come on.
Anthony, put them back in here and get a smaller net.
I got him out, I think. Nope, there's still one in here.
Put it in the...
There we go. I got it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my smaller net because that was really scary. And as you guys can see, there's my 2 bloodline tetras and then my glow light Dianimo. And we're just going to set them down right here. And I'm going to go grab my smaller net. I think, oh, here it is. Right here. Okay. So I have my smaller net, and I'm just going to grab one fish at a time because that was horrible and I couldn't get them out. So I'm just going to try to get them. Come on. Push. Okay, I'm going to go for the... They are not, they just don't want to cooperate today. But I can catch this koi catfish, and with him being in this bigger, with the koi catfish being in this 10-gallon tank, which I got him, but with him being in this 10-gallon tank versus the 5-gallon tank that he was in, he's going to be a lot more active. Come on. Okay, there he is. He's in there, along with the other 2. And we're just going to grab 2 more fish and then put them in there. And then we'll acclimate them while these ones just sit in here for a little bit. One I'm going to show you guys right now. This is a baby. This was a baby. Yeah, there we go. We got him. This one right here was a baby. Well, is a baby still. But And we're just gonna grab one more, which is this other baby right here. They seem to be scared of the net. Well, maybe not. I must die because I like these. Come on. Come on. You biscuit. Okay, so I'm gonna go another. I got it. Or got him. I think both of these babies are both girls. There we go. Okay. So I got, I'll show you guys what I have in here, in this bag right now. I have my koi catfish, the 2 baby mollies, my bloodline tetras, and then my glow light dynamo. And so I'm going to close this bag up. Try to get as much air as possible in it. If I can't, well, they'll live for a little bit, but
Close in and blow into it.
it's kind of an accident. Science.
Blow into the air.
It's not air though.
If you blow it out, it's, oh my god.
Okay, well I'm just gonna try to zip this up as best as possible, and then we'll acclimate these guys, and I'll go grab another Ziploc bag, and then catch the other, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the other 6 fish that are still in here. And I'll put them all in a bag, but I'm gonna bring them over here and put them in this, in here. Put them towards the back so they don't move. There you go. So now they're all going to acclimate to the right temperature and make sure everything from the bag versus this water. So, but mostly this is just to acclimate the temperature, like I said. So once they get used to the temperature, which will be around 15-30 minutes, we will release them into this tank, and then they will live in here for hopefully the rest of their life. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab another bag. You guys come with me to the kitchen, and we are gonna grab another Ziploc bag, which they're in here. Okay, so I got another. I just went with the big ones. I was gonna go with the smaller ones, but you can only fit like, I'd say 2 or 3 of them in here. At least I can fit a lot more. Catch them. So, grab my net. Well, first we get that water. Okay. So I got my cup. I'm just gonna get water in the tank. Pour it in here. So now we have the water from the tank in the bag right there. Grab my net. My net got stuck, of course. Okay.
Are we in trouble?
Yes. Okay. So now, again, I'm just gonna grab my net, come in here and get these fish. Okay, so now I have all my fish. These ones have been acclimated. These ones are acclimated, and so are these ones, so I have to get them out quickly. But I have them in here, and these ones are also acclimated, and I'm gonna pour them into this net, and then I'll release them.
One's still in there, Anthony.
Hope I have them all. Yep, we got them all.
Yeah, I haven't seen any more squirming for their life, so I think we're good.
Okay, so that was the first bag of fish. Now I'm gonna get this other one out.
I think there's a much more efficient way to do this, but
What?
so I think there's a much more efficient way to do this, but I don't know.
Okay, so that is our second bag. Make sure we don't have anything else in here. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so as you guys can see, the fish are in here. I probably should make that a little bit better so that the fish don't get sucked into that. But they're just everywhere. They're scattered, of course, but I'm going to grab one thing that they lived in, which is this barrel. And I'm just going to put it in here so that they have something they can be in. I'm just going to put it like this. Drop it down. And there we go. And I'll make that look better, but it's just something that they have for now while I get that out and the rest of those decorations out to put them in here. But it's just something for right now so that they can hide. Now this bag over here, they need to be acclimated for a little bit longer. So while they're being acclimated, this last bag, I'm gonna come over here and grab this. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Pull out the blower. Whole bunch of rocks and poop, that's it. And this right here is where this is where I think the babies came from, because this is where they like to be at. But I really hope they don't get sucked up into that filter, because it's a really strong filter. But I'm just going to go ahead and put this down as well. And they should have plenty of oxygen living in here. I'm going to grab the towel. Okay. So they should have plenty of oxygen, of course, living in this tank. Because of both of the filters. The only thing that I'd be worried about is the big filter over here, but they should be perfectly fine in this tank. As you can see, once again, they're all scattered because just a little bit of fish in here is not going to fill up this tank. And as you guys can see, there's one bloodline tetra over here, and another one I believe is over here checking out his friends somewhere. Oh, sorry. Oh, he's right here. And they should get bigger. I mean, some of them are almost at their full size, but being in this tank should make them a little bit bigger. The babies, of course, are not at their full size. And the Plecostomus, the albino Plecostomus over there is not at its full size. And so we're just gonna wait a little bit longer. While we're here, let me just grab these two jellyfish and just throw them in here, because this is the stuff that they're used to. It's not going to contaminate my tank. This is just the stuff they're used to, so I just put what they're used to in here. And then once again, I'll put some decorative plants around the bottom that are pretty. I'll put those. All the fish seem to be doing okay. Especially the albino Plecostomus, because he's just loving the tank. The babies seem to be doing alright. They weren't doing alright in the bag, but they seem to be swimming around, enjoying themselves. And I might end up putting this white molly in this tank with them, just to see if anything is going to happen to the female molly over there, see if they can reproduce and make more babies so that I don't have to go to the store and buy more fish. But I do want to go to the store and buy more fish. I want to buy more red bloodline tetras. And this should be long enough for these fish, so we're just going to take them out. The temperatures were pretty close, so I'm not really worried about the temperatures. And so they should be perfectly fine. I'm just going to dump them in here. There we go. And then there they go. And so, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, there is some of these these fish are territorial because they were in. Look at the big difference between the tanks. That's a 10-gallon, that's a 55. So they're gonna love it a little bit more. They're not gonna fight over territory as much because, of course, it's a bigger tank. Okay, so that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and that's it. Peace. I'll see you guys in my next video.